Hey, I just wanted to jump on here for a few moments and just give you an update on some things that are going to be taking place over the next few weeks. See, over the last month, and actually even longer than that, really since we stopped meeting in person, we've just been praying and seeking God for wisdom and discernment as we just decide when is the right time to offer in-person gatherings again. And though we're excited to be worshiping again with you in person very soon, we want you to understand these gatherings are going to look a little bit different. And we also want you to recognize that not everyone may be comfortable with joining us in person this soon, and that is totally fine. It's a decision that you and your family need to make, that you are comfortable with and which you decide to make. But we want everyone to understand that's listening, with all the precautions we're taking, and we're taking a lot of precautions, we cannot 100% guarantee everyone's health and safety at this time. While we're offering opportunity to return to church very soon, we support whatever decision that you make, whatever decision you decide is best for your family. Because the reality is we're going to be doing some different things and we're going to be offering some different things, and we don't have all the answers. But we want to share with you some things that we do know. First of all, we will continue to offer online gatherings. For those of you who are not ready to return to our physical location, we're going to be doing this for months. As long as it actually takes, we're going to continue to live stream our services. And the next step that we're going to take is in the next 2 Sundays, we're going to meet outside in person. And so you can spread out, we can have worship together there. But what we want you to understand is simply this: there's a chance of rain. And if that happens, we will go ahead and move indoors at a 25% capacity. And the reason we're making that decision now is when you wake up Sunday morning, we want you to know what the plan is. And we just want you to know if you're ready to come to church, then you just get ready and you come on. But we'll be texting out, we'll be posting and letting you know exactly whether it be indoors or outdoor that morning. We want you to know kind of what the plans are. But we also want to take some time to share with you what precautions we're taking for in-person gatherings. See, your safety of all our church members and all the people are our highest priority for us. In preparation for this gatherings beginning to happen, we're having our church cleaned, and we're having it cleaned with the CDC guidelines and to remain as totally safe as we possibly can. Some other precautions that we're taking in these gatherings is social distancing in our seating. We're going to have some different rows blocked off, and we're going to show you that and make that as just as clear as we possibly can in a few moments. We're making sure everything is clean, everything is wiped down each and every week before we meet again. All the doors as you come in will be propped open. We're going to limit the amount of greeters that we have so that you come in contact with as least amount of people as possible. We'll make sure the doorknobs are wiped down. We'll make sure that there's hand sanitizer stations for you and exactly where those are at. And here we are also asking those of you that are experiencing any type of symptoms just to worship with us online. If you're running fever, if you're coughing, if you have a sore throat, if you have shortness of breath, if you come in contact with anyone who is tested positive for COVID-19, we ask that you wait 14 days before you would come to service. See, we have deeply, deeply missed worshiping with you. And our hope is, as we safely begin to gather together again and worship together, we want you to understand that these plans that we make and we're about to share are subject to change as we just continue to monitor their ongoing situation of COVID-19 and seek just the wisest counsel that we possibly can. So we'll keep you updated each and every week. But here's our plan next steps. This Sunday, May the 17th, and the following Sunday, May the 24th, we plan to meet outdoors. And we plan to meet outdoors, and we're aware that it could rain. And if it does, we'll move in the building. But I just want us to go outside and just see what we can expect outside. Hey, so now we're outside, and this is where we're planning on gathering this coming Sunday, the next 2 Sundays, just at our normal time at 10 o'clock. And this is right here where I'm standing here is where our worship team will be gathering. And so what we want you to do is just want you to bring your lawn chairs. There's grass all out here in our yard here. We just want you to be able to spread out as much as you possibly want. I mean, you can go to the far corner over there if that makes you feel safe. You can stay in the parking lot. But hey, we'll have a few chairs available for you as well. But the best thing you can do is just bring your own lawn chair, and our worship team will be here. We'll have a service together. I can't wait to be able to gather. But also, hey, if you're not even comfortable getting out of your car, here's what we want you to do. We just want you to pull up on the sidewalk. You can actually look right here. As you pull up on the sidewalk where my truck is parked here, you can just gather right there. And you can park this direction if you have people in the car with you and roll down your window so you don't even have to get out of your car, and you can hear the service and be able to worship with us. Or if you're the driver, if you want to face the opposite direction for your window is actually facing where we are right now, then that is great as well. So if you're not comfortable, this is where we're going to save for you. Otherwise, we're going to have out just park in our normal parking lot and walk up here. Just make sure that you stay your 6 feet apart. But here's the thing, when you deal with outdoors, there's a chance of rain. And so it's very possible that it could rain Sunday morning. In fact, they're actually calling for some rain. So we want to make this decision as easy as we possibly can. After much prayer and after much thought, we want you to know if it rains, we're going to move indoors. And so what that means is, hey, if that meant you were coming outdoors that morning, we will post and let you know that we're going to move, send out a text and let you know that we're moving indoors as well. But for those who are, I want you to be able to just wake up that in the morning, Sunday morning, and know that you're going to church if that's what you choose to do. Again, we'll be doing online, but here's what I want you to realize. There's going to be some things different. The church has already been totally cleaned and is totally ready and set up if we need to move indoors. And so what we're going to do now is I want to walk you through the building and let you see some different changes that we're putting in place. And I know most of you are watching this, you're like, I already know what the building looks like. Hang with us because some things look a little different and we want you to be aware of it. Let's go inside. As you notice, I'm standing at a different entrance right here. This is an entrance that we usually do not use on Sundays, but this is actually moving forward is going to be a very special entrance. We're going to use this entrance for those of you who do not feel comfortable coming through the main entrance and want to come in contact with the least amount of people as possible. And so what we will have done for you is we're going to have this door propped open. All doors will be propped open so you do not have to touch anything. And so you will come in this entrance, and this is our second entrance, not the main one that you're used to, and we will go in. And let's walk inside and let's kind of see what's going on. First of all, this door will be totally propped open so you can enter in a touchless way. And then you will continue to walk in, and we will continue here as we continue to walk in this short hallway. You will walk straight in to our worship center. There will be no greeters, no one here, just the doors propped open. And so as you come in right here, you will notice there are some seats right here. And this section right here is totally blocked off for those who are more concerned and want a separate, segregated place to worship and still be able to come to church. So we want you to know this is a place for you if that is you, if that is a setting that you fit. And so what we're asking is there's at least 2 chairs between every person. Every single person, there needs to be 2 chairs in front of. And so as you think about that, as you sit down, and every other aisle will be blocked off, and we'll kind of show you that here in a second. But hey, if you are fine with coming in contact with a little bit more people, don't use this entrance. Please save this for those who are that need this particular section. We're just asking that you would do that. And we're also just asking, hey, if there's somebody sitting in this section over here, closest to this exit and entrance, hey, give them the space. Talk to them from the distance. Don't walk this direction. You can wave, you can talk across, but we want people to totally feel comfortable. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to kind of walk around the worship center and kind of show you a few different things that will be taking place. So as you're in here in our worship center, the first thing that you're going to notice that's different is, hey, there's some aisles that are blocked off. And so these aisles right here are not for someone to sit with. And so is to sit in. And so what we're asking you to do is just please don't sit in those. Don't crawl under them or allow your kids to go under them or anything like that. If I get down and crawl on the ground, you're going to have to help me up. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. But this front row right here, we're just going to kind of save it for our worship team so that they can sit down whenever they get through. But hey, you'll notice here as you move through, these aisles are totally empty. Again, all we're asking that you do is you sit in these locations with your family, you allow 2 seats in between. And so we have actually making sure that we're keeping our capacity at around 25%. And so the chair's blocked off and it gives a barrier for people. And so you can see every other row here is open. And every chair in here and every row in the entire building will be done this way to allow you to feel as safe as you possibly can. Also, we've added some hand sanitizer stations. And so you'll see hand sanitizer sitting right over here. Now Sunday when you come in, it will actually look different than this. We've ordered touchless hand sanitizers. You'll just be able to stick your hand under here and get your hand sanitizer. Feel free to use that as you come in and as you leave. One thing that we want to make you aware of though is over the next little while, we will not be serving coffee. Hey, feel free to bring your own. You know that I'll be bringing my own sweet tea. Forget coffee, I'm bringing my own sweet tea, but hey, if you want something to drink, feel free to bring it in with you. But that is some of the big changes that we're making. And the next thing is you go out into the hallway and to exit that way. If you're sitting in these sections, then we're just asking, hey, if you would just not just stand in the hallway and block the hallway. There's places back here in the back over here that's a little more spread out that you can talk. You can go outside and talk with people. We're just asking that you allow people to be able to walk through those hallways and feel comfortable leaving and keep their social distancing as much as possible. And what you will notice as well on the Welcome Center, as you walk out, there will be another one of these hand sanitizer stations that will be touchless that you can use. Again, we're going to block every door open, make it as touchless as possible for you. And this will be what will take place when we start meeting in the building. So again, the next 2 weeks, we plan to meet outside as long as it doesn't rain. But to make it as simple as possible, if it rains, we will go ahead and move inside. Again, we will continue online services for as long as we need to, as long as you feel comfortable. Here's what we want you to know. We love you. And we want to care for you, and we want to minister to you, and we want you to feel comfortable and safe. And as a church, we're taking every possible precaution we can, following every CDC guideline, because we care about you and your health and your family. And I'm just excited to see over the next weeks and months ahead how God really uses this time to grow us and to reach other people as you've just been letting your light shine. I'm proud of you. I can't wait to actually see some of your smiling faces